Now, the woman found living in Texas more than 3 decades after prosecutors say she took her 2 daughters from their Warwick home will be allowed to return to the Lone Star State.
And the judge made that decision this morning following Elaine Yates' arraignment in Kent County Court. We first broke the stunning development yesterday that Yates was found living under a different name in Texas, along with her now adult daughters who were taken from their home back in 1985.
Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pliner is live outside Kent County Court in Warwick with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom with the latest developments tonight.
Mike Shannon, good evening. A big case decades ago reemerges with some fresh answers in a Rhode Island courtroom. The question, where will this case go now? It took 31 years and hundreds of miles from Houston, Texas for this conversation to happen.
State your name for the record.
Liana Waldberg.
Are you also known as Elaine Yates?
Yes, I am.
The judge only allowing audio recording in Kent County Court. Elaine Yates, who changed her name to Liana Waldberg, was not handcuffed in court after being arrested in Texas Monday. Her one felony charge carries a maximum of 2 years in prison.
Count 1, abduction of a child. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
State police say Yates took her girls, Kelly and Kimberly, 10 months and 3 years old, away from Warwick in August of 1985. Took them from her husband, Russell Yates. State police believe Elaine Yates took off 31 years ago because of a domestic dispute. In 1988, Russell Yates told our news partners at the Providence Journal the couple had a physical fight before Elaine left. He said she slapped him and he hit her in the forehead, cutting her with his ring. Russell Yates denied abuse other than that one punch. Police tracked Elaine Yates to Houston after a recent anonymous tip. Her daughters are now in their 30s with families.
I've always been trying to find my children, and now at least it's up to them to get in touch with me.
Police say he hasn't been given their contact info on his estranged wife's arrest.
That ain't going to help her, me, or anybody else at this point. I just want to see my kids.
Yates did not answer when asked if violence had taken place in his home. Now the judge has allowed Elaine Yates, a.k.a. Liana Waldberg, to return to the Houston area. She does have to surrender her passport, and the judge said she does not have to return to Rhode Island for some upcoming hearings unless he specifically orders her to do so. Coming up new at 6 o'clock, family and friends of hers speak to us. Live outside Kent County Court with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom, Jared Pliner, Eyewitness News.
Mother arrested on snatching charges after she took her 2 young daughters back in 1985, made her first Rhode Island court appearance today.
And new at 6, we hear from family and friends of Elaine Yates now that the decades-old unsolved case has finally been solved. Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pliner is live in Warwick with more details. Jared?
Mike and Shannon, the judge did allow Elaine Yates to return to Houston where she lives and works. She does have to surrender her passport, and she doesn't have to return for any upcoming hearings unless specifically ordered to do so.
State your name for the record.
Liana Waldberg.
Are you also known as Elaine Yates?
Yes, I am.
Arrested in Houston, brought back to Warwick, Rhode Island after 31 years. The woman once known as Elaine Yates is accused of snatching her daughters, Kelly and Kimberly, now in their 30s, from their father's home in 1985. Family came to court.
I'm her cousin. I'm here to support her. She should have people that love her and support her.
Have you been in contact with her?
I have not, no.
Friends identified and not, claiming Yates was abused by her husband, Russell Yates. State police believe she left because of a, quote, domestic dispute.
The victim of domestic abuse when she left.
She left for an excellent reason, believe me. Well, you saw him on the news. Need I say more?
Russell Yates walked away when asked if there was violence in his home. He did admit to the Projo in 1988 he hit Elaine during a fight, but denied broader abuse when asked if she was afraid when she left in 1985.
Absolutely.
Are you disappointed that she was brought back here?
Yes, I wish she could have stayed free.
And Russell Yates told us he just wants to see his girls. Police gave them his contact information. It is now up to those now grown women whether they want to reunite. Live outside Kent County Court with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom, Jared Pliner, Eyewitness News.